Yo guys, what's going on and welcome to F1 2016. Today I'm here with the start of my career series. I decided to do post commentary because I found this game a lot harder than I thought I would. So it's going to be post commentary so I can concentrate in the race. But nevertheless, here we are with my career. So I decided to do 30-minute practice sessions, full qualifying and a 25% race. Simulated damage, I decided to go with Legend AI. Because I wasn't very quick at this, since I started playing the game, but hopefully I will be able to get a bit quicker. And expert difficulty is just too easy for me. Here you can see I'm just choosing my avatar and my helmet. I actually spent way too long choosing my helmet than I should, but I decided to go for number 31 because that is my birthday. And obviously I chose Force India as I said in my 2016 plans video, and I chose Sergio Perez as my teammate because he's just faster than Hulkenberg. He is faster than Hulkenberg. I did a couple of practice races in just quick races to find out the difficulty and just where I was and which teammate was faster. So I chose Sergio Perez in the end. Here you can see I'm picking number 31. And that is my avatar. Obviously I just used my own name. I picked the one that looked closest to me. He doesn't look anything like me, but oh well. But yeah, that is my avatar, that is the intro. So let's go and talk to my agent.
Hi, I'm Emma Jenkins. I'm a specialist in contract law and I've been brought in to work as your agent. I'll be working to get you the best deal in the boardroom, which means you need to do the best possible job out there on the circuit. When you get new contract offers, either from new teams or an amendment to your existing offer, it'll come through me. I'll also keep you up to date on discussions behind the scenes to change your terms, or any specific goals that the team has set for you. If a contract offer does come through, I'll present to you the available offers and then you can make the call. I assume that all sounds fine. Well then, good luck this season, and I'll catch you later.
Welcome to Melbourne, where the practice session is about to start for this weekend's Australian Grand Prix. The pre-race talking is over. Now it's time for the drivers to show their worth. A warm welcome once again to the man standing beside me in the commentary box for this session, Anthony Davidson. Hello, Ant. Excited to get underway?
Yeah, absolutely. I always look forward to seeing the cars get out there on track. And they probably won't be on the limit immediately, of course. We know that one or two of the teams are looking to do some work on new aerodynamic packages, so that always takes some time to get into. But it'll be really interesting to see later on in the session what kind of performance gains are there to be found.
Okay, so here we are with the practice tasks. First, obviously I did track acclimatization. I actually really struggled on all these practices. I managed to get green in the acclimatization, moved on to tyre wear. I cannot do tyre wear. I can't do it. As you can see, this is my third attempt. We hit the curb and go straight into the wall, and that is the end of our practice 1. So this is the resource points, the end of practice 1, and yeah, we got green in track acclimatization and a fail in tyre management because I don't know, this is my first attempt at it and I just sucked at it. Here we are with our upgrades, and I decided to go for an engine upgrade because just to give us a bit more top speed against the Williams, because hopefully we'll be able to race Williams because they're sort of borderline podiums. So yeah, engine upgrade for the next race. Now let's go to qualifying. So here we are, my first run in qualifying. Coming up to the line, DRS open. We put it in rich mix. We're on the fastest tyres. Crossing the line, and we come into the first corner. We've got a car accident into the pit, and we go straight into the back of them. So take number 2. Now this is our fastest lap, and I will leave you with the lap. It wasn't a very good lap, but I'll just leave it with you. So coming around the final corner, DRS Open. It's not been a great lap, but we do manage to get 19th place. I don't know why I said do, but that means we are out of Q1. That is a great start to the season. We managed to get 19th place, out-qualified by Sergio Perez. Hopefully we can make it up in the race. This has not been a great start, but yeah, hopefully we can improve. So this is my resource points for qualifying. Obviously we don't get a lot because we didn't do very well, did we? Moving on to the driver rivalry, obviously it's Sergio Perez, and obviously he is going to beat us. We managed to get a faster Sector 3 time, but that was it. So he's ahead by 3 in driver's rivalry. And here's what the team think of my qualifying. Not great. We go down to 2. Or I don't know what you call them. 2 points in our driver position. Okay, so here are our goals for the race. We need to get, I think, 16th place. I can't really tell. My screen's a bit blurry. And we need to beat Sergio Perez. Let's go.
They say that even a second is an eternity in Formula One, so going 4 winter months with no racing at all has seemed a very long time indeed. We're back though in Melbourne, home of the Australian Grand Prix since 1996. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 16 corners and 3.3 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles an hour. The close proximity of the barriers makes accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. I'm joined today in the commentary box, as I will be throughout this season, by a great racing driver, a former F1 competitor, man who was world champion once upon a time as well, and an all-round top chap. It's the one and only Anthony Davidson. And tell me, here we are, first Grand Prix of the season, the first time racing these cars. So what are the big questions that need to be answered here, in your view?
First of all, Crofty, and thanks for the glowing introduction, I just want to say it's a real privilege to be here, and I can't wait to see what this competitive field has in store for us this season. Now, to answer your question, obviously there's the question of performance in race trim, but really this is going to be all about reliability. It's the first Grand Prix of the season, don't forget. You're pushing all your new components to their limits. Formula One cars are full of very sophisticated but also very sensitive technology. So the most important thing today is to get to the end of the race, keep everything in good condition and try to stay out of trouble while you're at it.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Kimi Raikkonen completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Rosberg, Vettel, Max Verstappen, and Massa, Ricciardo, Sainz, Gutierrez, and Fernando Alonso, Grosjean, Perez, Valtteri Bottas, and Kvyat, Button, Magnussen, Felipe Nasser and Jolyon Palmer, a Force India and Ericsson, Pascal Wehrlein and Rio Haryanto completes the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Okay, so here we are on grid, checking our race strategy. I decided to go for the one stop simply because it was the quickest. And yeah, let's begin our formation lap and see what we can do in the first race from 19th place. So we have 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Lights out and away we go for the first race of the season. We get a very decent start, managed to get the Sauber, and we're getting a bit boxed in here. There's nowhere for us to go. Coming into the first corner now. Hopefully we can stay out of trouble. Almost hitting the back of Magnussen, and we just can't get round anyone. We're going to try running outside of Magnussen on the exit of turn 1. We're side by side of him just on the grass, and it looks like we're going to get him. Can we get Palmer and Nasser under braking? Yes, we can. Also get a Toro Rosso and a Williams and someone else. I believe that was Perez. So we go up into 12th place, and it's a legal overtake. We give it back to Alonso. So we're in 13th place. Now moving on to the end of lap 1. We've got Bottas right behind us. He's in our slipstream. Obviously got the straight line speed. Coming down to turn 1. Is he going to do it? He dives up the inside. He does, but are we going to get the cutback? Yes, we are. Exactly what we did to Magnussen. We're side by side coming down the straight, coming into turn 3 now. Is he going to hover on the outside? We're going to try the inside line, but I think he's got it, and yes, he does. Down to 14th place on lap 3 now. We're in the slipstream of Bottas. Are we going to dive the inside into turn 1? We have a look. We don't manage it. Further on lap 3 now, we're right onto the back of Bottas again. We're going to dive the inside. And I don't think there was contact there. Looking on the replay, I think it was close, but he just steered left. I don't think, there may have been slight contact, but I don't think that was my fault. On lap 4 now, we're really on the back of Alonso. Down at the inside to turn 1. He just doesn't turn into the corner and we take P12. On the back of Sainz now. We are really, really finding our pace. Can we dive up the inside? Yes, we can. Easy overtake for us, up to 11th place. We're now battling for points between Roman and Grosjean. It looks like Perez is actually holding up quite a few people. We're going to try on the outside of Grosjean at the final corner. And we make it stick. Grosjean just did not have the pace on that corner. Open DRS and we are now into the points. Coming into the first corner and Gutierrez gets a poor exit. We're going to try up his inside maybe. We've got the DRS. We're going to go into a slipstream. And can we go up his inside in turn 3? We're going to go for it. Can we make it stick? Squeeze him out a bit. Round his outside. And it looks like we hold him off for P9. He's on our outside though at this little kink. And he spins out. Look at our replay. You can see he is trying around our outside. What happens here? He just drives onto the grass, comes back on track and gets hit by, is that Toro Rosso? On board of Roman Grosjean here. So Gutierrez just drives off the track, doesn't even try and make the corner. Comes back on track and actually hits his teammate, and Gutierrez, I don't think he's out of this race, but he will have a broken wing. Coming to pit on lap 6 now. We're in P5. Can we get this braking right into the pit? And we absolutely nail it. Putting the soft tyres on, we don't get held up. Where are we going to join? Coming back on track. Is it going to be 10th place? Yes, it is. We rejoin in 10th place ahead of Kimi Raikkonen. However, Kimi Raikkonen is right behind us. He's got a DRS or a slipstream or something. Obviously, he is in a faster car. He's down up inside into turn 3. And I don't think we're going to be able to hold him off. We hit the back of him slightly. But Raikkonen's just a lot faster than the Force India. Coming to lap 8. And a couple of cars are in the pit. We move up into the points. P9. Further on in lap 8, you actually see Sergio Perez go out in front of Kimi Raikkonen and is actually holding him up. If Sergio Perez stays in front of him, he can really, really help us out. And you can see just how much Kimi Raikkonen is getting held up by Sergio Perez. Kimi Raikkonen all over the back of Perez and just cannot get past him. As Hamilton sets the fast lap of the race. If Perez manages to keep Raikkonen behind him for another lap, we could potentially take them both. Coming down to the chicane now, and Raikkonen just cannot get past him. Surely he'll be able to get past him using the DRS down this straight. Let's see what Raikkonen does. We've got DRS on Raikkonen now, so we should be able to stay over this fight. But Raikkonen looking at the inside. Is he going to do it? Perez has put up a great fight, but Raikkonen does manage to get past. In doing so, Perez does not get a good exit out of turn 1. And now on the end of lap 9, we're right on the back of Perez. We've got DRS, we've got the slipstream. Crossing the line, and we're going to take P7 out from Perez, and Perez just drives off. Doesn't even attempt to make the corner. On the replay you can see Perez just has plenty of time to turn in, just choosing not to and goes straight into the grass, so he's going to lose out. We do take P7. Lap 13 now. Not a lot's happened since that move on Perez. We're still in P7, but we do have Bottas behind us, who is obviously quicker than us. He's on the super soft, so he's on a faster tyre, faster car. Easy overtake for him. Can we maybe get him back? He's going slow in the chicane, but he just ruins our exit. And we actually damage our wing slightly on the back of his car. So P8 for us at the moment with 2 laps to go. Can we hold on and stay in the points? Lap 14 now in the same place. Jenson Button, sorry. Sergio Perez now making a move on us, and we lose P8. Can we get Perez back on this? We don't hit the back of him. Can we get him into this corner, down, get in his slipstream? And it looks like we're going to dive back up his inside here. Is he going to hold it? No, he's not. We're going to squeeze him out. And he spins out. I don't think that was my fault. I'm sure he had plenty of room. On the final lap now. Can we hold off P8? No, we run wide. We hit the polystyrene barrier. Come on. And that just proves how bad the damage is in this game. Just tapping a lot. I think it was Alonso. And we retire from the Australian Grand Prix. So no points for us. I don't think there's going to be any points for Force India either. No, Sergio Perez getting 14th place. So an incredibly disappointing start to the season for us. Lewis Hamilton takes out the win. Obviously, in the drivers, Lewis Hamilton leads. In the constructors, Force India with no points sits in 7th place, losing to Haas and McLaren. Taking a look at our resource points, obviously not a lot for that race. That really wasn't a great race for Force India. Hopefully we can improve in Bahrain. We're going to be losing the driver rivalry quite significantly now. We don't even get a faster sector than him, and Perez has drawn a gap on us. And the team's not going to be happy. We're going to go down to 0 points. But for the team are not happy. We really need to improve in Bahrain. Otherwise we will get relegated. So guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy, remember to smash like button and subscribe if you're new on here. And until next time guys, see ya.